Hey, what's up, everybody? Your guy, the tap in the building. All right, so this is probably gonna be the last conversation I'm gonna have about this Amberay or Obinna situation. All right, because I've seen the direction that it's taking and how it's being spun. It's being spun to bring a certain ideology, and this is what happens most of the time when there's a misunderstanding between a man and a woman. Automatically it will be spun into the man did this, the man did that, and that is how you even got here. How it started, got an interview or the red carpet on my show, and they asked me what happened, and I mentioned something about it, and she responded, and when she responded, she accused me of being disrespectful on set, us being whatever we treated us. I mean, I was like, hey, hold up, we didn't do this, and these are the receipts. First, no, I didn't even put the receipts. I was like, hey, I have receipts. What happened was this. And she spoke and I shared. I was like, okay, this is what happened. And the husband came out and said, hey, okay, this and this happened, but this should not have been the way, okay? And I've seen receipts from 2022. That's like 3 years ago. The person that I was 3 years ago is not the person I am now. The knowledge, the wisdom, the experience, the type of person I am now is not the person I was then. However, even the receipts for then, they've shared a part to drive a conversation a certain direction. Because when a friend of mine asked, and I shared with her the screenshot she has, I was like, hey, this guy asked about you from the status. Actually just screenshotted the same when it came to me. Okay, and wants to take you for dinner or lunch, and she was like, I don't do that. I was like, okay, cool. And what did I do next? I told her, oh, you misunderstood this and this and this, and we left that story and we moved into other things. Okay, so it's gonna be people like, hey, this guy is a pimp. No, it's a friend who asked, and I was like, hey, this friend has asked for A, B, C, D, and that story died then. All right, so I had a couple of receipts that I was gonna share yesterday and even today, and then I sat down and just thought about it. And even when Rapudo spoke and said we have utmost respect for each other, and we honestly do, and me being an advocate for mental health, I'm like, sharing these receipts, who are they going to affect? Okay, first they're going to affect her, they're going to affect Rapudo for no reason. Like, he's a family man, and now he's happily married to her, and they're having this beautiful family. And anything that happens to affect your wife, of course, it's going to affect you as a man. So what do I choose to do? I choose to keep quiet, okay? For the sake of her, for the sake of Rapudo, and for the sake of myself, all right? Because when things are shared online, people will always take sides. And like I always say, for every story, there are 3 parts. Their version, my version, the truth. And when things are shared online, people who either like me or will see the evidence will go like, yeah, actually, Obinna is innocent or anything. And people who don't like me or identify with her side of the story will go like, hey, Obinna kwena kabisa, this person is what, and they'll disregard the evidence. You know, people don't actually listen to evidence anymore. People listen to the person with the evidence. If they like the person with the evidence, then your story makes sense, all right? So for the sake of the respect I have for Rapudo and Rapudo's family, and the respect I have for myself, let me keep quiet, okay? Let me let this go, and like I always say, time always reveals the truth. It will take time, and it will reveal the truth, and we'll deal with that then, okay? However, on the 28th of June, I'm doing the Men's Mental Health Awareness Walk. I invite all of you, man. Come through. It's a free event. My mistakes was perfect, and I do hope, I really do hope, that the men who have been watching this thing unfold, you're learning from my mistakes. The ones I've made, the ones I'm still making. Now you're just learning. Sit down and go like, hey, Obinna amefanya hivi. Hey, what I mean is fanya hivi. Let me do this. Let me do that. Learn. Any mistake I make, learn from it. Okay? And on 28th of June, come through. Pale United Kenya Club is free entry for everybody. Come through, man. For the women who are there, come through. Help us to learn how to solve our problems, how to talk, because most men don't talk, and that's what affects them. Okay? And the suicide rate is very high. Okay? For the children, come support your dads, your uncles, your brothers. For the men, jilete, leta brother yako, leta sister yako, leta ndugu yako nini, tutembe pamoja. All right? It's a free event. So I'm gonna see you guys over there on the 28th of June. I'm out.